Welcome back to the channel, Davidson Audio. We specialize solely in the Indian motorcycle audio solutions for the riders. And today we are talking about the foundation to a solid audio system, and honestly a foundation to any motorcycle, because honestly you need a good battery to ride your bike because you're not starting it without one. So today we're talking about the Braille lithium batteries that we sell here at Davidson Audio, and we're going to go ahead and install them in our 2019 Indian Chieftain and 2020 Indian Challenger. To start, we're going to talk about which battery we use for both of these bikes and what's included, because we don't just sell the batteries anymore. So let's talk about the battery itself. What we like to use is the Braille lithium G14 LS. And now I've had a couple of customers, they look at it and said, Brandon, well, it says G14L. Yes, it does, but if you look on the side of it, it is actually labeled as a G14 LS. And what the LS is for is, one, it differentiates that on the left side of the battery is the positive. That's what the L is for. And the L, or the S part, is letting us know that this is a custom-made battery where they take the internals from a G20 battery and put them inside of a G14, giving us the max power we can get out of such a small footprint for these bikes. Now, this battery is slightly smaller, substantially lighter than the OEM battery, so it will give you a little bit of room in there, but I promise you, when you drop these in, they go right in and they're held secure. So what I was talking about when I said we don't just sell the batteries anymore, and the reason we don't is because I'm very particular on the chargers you use for these. So we sell it in a combo when you purchase them from us, which is going to come with the battery, obviously. With the battery, you get this charger, obviously thus making it a combo. What Braille did is they send you their lithium charger, has a removable power cord, so it makes a pretty small footprint. And then on the newer version, well, it's got the indicator lights, a fuse holder, and then on the newer versions now they put a quick detach, which, if you're familiar with the Battery Tender brand, which has become almost the standard nowadays, the Indians come standard with this connector on it. So what's cool is, now that you have this, when you install your lithium battery, you can plug this in, you can plug this directly into the OEM connector, and you're good to go. It'll charge your battery. Then we go to, they give you a quick disconnect here in case your bike doesn't already have one. So it gives you your two battery connectors and the quick disconnect. And they also give you a quick disconnect end with alligator clips, so that way when you purchase your battery, you can go ahead, clamp this on there, charge it before installing it, because you really have to put these batteries on a charger before you install them. So do not get the battery and instantly throw it in your bike. Put it on the charger, leave it overnight, let it charge up fully, then put it in your motorcycle. We're going to start with installing the battery on the Indian Chieftain first, which, if you're not familiar, is located under the seat. And one thing I do want to touch base on, we're going to touch it on both of them, is where the factory battery charging port is at on these motorcycles. Because I've seen a lot with managing the Indian Challenger page and other ones, I guess the dealerships are not doing a good job of explaining where they're at. So I'd rather help you than leave it up to you to stumble upon it later. So the Indian Chieftain, it's right down here. So if it's not dangling right here, they may have tucked it up underneath this panel. I've seen that as well, where they'll wrap this little connector cover around a harness and it's tucked up under here. But on the Indian Chieftains, at least the 19 ones, they're down here. They may have put it up on the handlebars like the Challengers, but from what I'm familiar with, they're down here. Let's go ahead and get this bike disassembled for this install, which is just going to be the side covers and the seat that will gain us access to the battery itself. It's just that simple. We got the OEM battery removed out of this bike, which I didn't buy this bike new, so I bought it used. I'm pretty sure that might be the original OEM battery. But we got that one pulled out. We got the Braille lithium G14 LS installed in the bike, all hooked back up, and the bike all back together. With that, it's time to go over to the Challenger, which the battery is located in a different position, get that one replaced, and move on. We're going to discuss the Indian Challenger now, and I want to start this by talking about where the OEM charging ports are, because it changed in, don't quote me, I want to say 21. So if I'm wrong, my apologies. The 2019 and possibly 20 charging ports are down here, just like the Chieftain. I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see it, but they're right here, down by the oil cap. And what happens is, one, I don't think the dealership's explaining properly to everybody where they're at. And from the factory, they'll take the cap that goes on it and they'll wrap it around like a line and they'll shove it up here, or they'll put it behind the side cover and do the same thing with the wiring harness, which makes it difficult for certain people to find, because if you're not looking for it, you're going to look right past it. That also brings us to the 21 to current or 20 to current. Apologies if I misquote that. The charging port is now up here, replaces the power button that the 20s had. And you will know this right off the get-go is if your power switch is up here, if you have two switches up here, that means the left switch is your power to turn the bike on, and this is now a charging port. You flip it up, you plug it in, and you're good to charge your batteries. So I just wanted to start with that. Now let's get this is the front of this bike disassembled, get the battery pulled out, the new one put in, and get going. That concludes the video. We've taken out these massive, heavy lead acid AGM batteries out of the bikes. Challenger had an OEM one. The Chieftain, I guess it was replaced with a Mega Boost Platinum series. No idea who makes a battery, don't know where to buy it. Don't ask me because I won't recommend one. Anyways, that's it for this video. We've put the batteries in both bikes. Both of them, again, were the Braille Lithium G14 LS with our battery chargers that we send with them from Braille. Like I said, I recommend buying the charger from the same company that makes the battery. Just reassures the longest longevity out of the life. Make sure that the charger is suited for that battery. And speaking of chargers, if you ever take your bike to get service at the dealership or another shop and you've installed a lithium battery, one, let them know that you have a lithium in there and take your charger with them. The reason I say that is because when I had my first lithium in the Challenger, I took it in for a service. They did an update. I was not aware that Indian's or Polaris's procedures are to put the bike on a charger because of how much draw's on there. They fried the battery with the standard charger. Now that's no disrespect to the dealership because I was very close to that dealership. They took care of everything, they owned up to it, and they made everything 100% right. I'm super happy with the experience. I just wanted to give you all that forewarning. If you put a lithium battery in these bikes, keep the charger to one, maintain it yourself, and if you ever take it somewhere, take the charger with you. That brings me to the final point before we wrap this up, is at 1,000 subscribers, this is the exact giveaway we're doing. We're gonna give you the G14 LS lithium battery with the charger valued at $575 as of today. Don't know when we're gonna get the subscription, could go up, but one lucky winner will win that combination. And now you may be asking, well, I don't have an Indian. Well, we'll take care of you if you have a Harley or another motorcycle. If Braille makes a lithium battery for that, we will get you that battery charger combo for that motorcycle. So that being said, Davidson Audio, and this wraps up this video.
Test again.
Hello. Gonna come with their charger here. As long as you can see stuff. So it feels like you're writing on it with a pencil.
Yeah, I was in the fucking
Indian Challenger. Battery, charging port, installation, discussion, take one. I was thinking about doing something like that for the intro. Be like, this episode's electric. Boogie woogie. Where that?
delicious though.
Whenever you're ready.
Get raining over here. Oh, let me see this one.
And what Prot doesn't know, that's good.
Double pump.
Oh, we should have done the whole like water boy. If you don't do lithium, you're shit. What was it? No, what was the whole?